See, so now we entered through there, and through the back. Now we come up from here. Next thing we need to do is go to the elevator. It's just amazing how this place looks. Everything, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything's just so beautiful. I just wonder how things would smell in here. I mean, granted, there's a lot of goop in there and all that, and I wonder how that smell like. Okay, do not fall down the elevator shaft. Okay, good to know. Alright. So you can see here, these, well, like I said before, this is the place where you have to portal to pretty much get launched all the way back over here to where it says Alpha. So it's but I think I'm just gonna be walking through here for a second for a specific reason. The Vitrified.
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
Oh, science. You're so funny.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Alright, so these are some little Easter eggs right here, which you do get an achievement later on, by the way, but let's go ahead and head back here for a second and move on with the next section. So what you have to do first is portal here, and then next thing is you have to do is get some air. Now down here there's no portable surface. You can't walk through it and expect to get launched through here. What you have to do, in fact, is go down to the next floor level. You can't do it here either. You get down through here, and you see this area is also portable. Let's jump in. You can launch right out. There we go. So you can see how far we fell, how far we landed. Okay, let's continue. Let's see here. We are at the Alpha Pumping Station. But what is this about? Well, we're gonna get something special. There we go. We have turned it on, and we're able to progress. By the way, you will never be able to miss these controllers, because all of these, this is always closed off until that lever is pressed. Anyways, let's move on to that location over there. Go through here. And where do we walk through again? There you go, over here. Now we do we walk through this.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
I think that's just a hilarious joke itself. Because it's pretty much saying that Aperture Science does not care about investigating or researching their research prior to doing new experiments. They just throw everything out to the wind and they do whatever they want. That's kind of what he's talking about. Alright, let's continue on.
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Huh. Funny. Ooh, a spoonful of repulsion gel has been pulled from gel. Okay. This is the blue gel. Yay! You can tell it makes you nice and bouncy. It makes things bouncy. It makes you bouncy. There you go. So that's how you. That's the purpose of the blue gel. You can see here we have a box button, and we need to have this to open up that door. You can also see here there's a button, and there's a place where a box will fall off. So you guys have an idea of how to get there. You jump through that blue goop. There we go. Get this box again. And just go through the portal again and just leave that box right over here. More of an introduction level. It's very simple. Just it shows you, hey, by the way, you have blue goop and you could use it to jump.
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
I'm just making quick movements right here, just trying to go from one level to
For this
another
next
as
test,
possible.
we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sit on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
There's a box here. And by the way, yes, they made people have cancer. I think that's just crazy. There we go. Box. This button will activate this panel here. What I do here is just jumping back down and going through this portal. As you see here, the blue gel is now plastered onto the walls. You just jump onto one side and you just get propelled back and forth until you reach the other side. Also, be careful of not falling in here. You could die. It's not that you could die. You will die. Anyways, now that this one's activated, this one opens up this portable area. And I just jumped out. Okay, so this one will send me off to this next level. So let's just do this. There we go.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Yes, you should never eat stuff like that. I don't think you, like anything scientific, I think they tell you, I mean, when I was a kid, whenever I did science projects and all that, they always tell me, you know, always wear gloves, always wear long sleeve stuff and all that. Because it's you know why. Anyways, continue.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Rants are expensive.
Oh, poor handicapped people. Okay. This is where your number will enter. However, there's no way to enter. This is where you first get introduced that the gel itself is not just visible, it is actually portable also. Oh, wait up. Wrong one. There you go. There we go. I'm just putting the gel in all the places where I know I'm going to be using it. Oh. Then go back through. There you go. put somewhere over here. There we go. Just jump off here. Now, I need one more, I think right here, maybe? Yeah, I think I need one right there. And another one right over here. Now, this one is one that confuses a lot of people. What you have to do is you have to do what I just did. And now that you're here, you have to launch yourself from there. However, you're not going to make it. You will only make it halfway. So that's what you need to do, is send off some gel off to this location. And there we go. You will land there, and you get propelled even more. Let's go ahead and make it.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier has fluorescent calcium in it, so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Yes, and thank you for telling us, Cave, because that's the last thing I wanted to know. The second I drink some coffee, I know I may actually die.